Coming up on the Lakeside Loop, Lakeside holds Career Day. Twice as Nice sees growth as they prepare for Christmas. A student flies planes, and the play wows the crowd with their performances. The Loop starts now. Welcome back to the Lakeside Loop. I'm Kayla Bolt.
And I'm Natalie Popp. Every other year, Lakeside invites different people from many different careers to come and give short presentations to the students. This helps to introduce potential career paths and helps guide students to a life they may want to pursue. Brielle Gens gives us more details about this event.
So on Wednesday it was Career Day, and we just went to multiple rooms and people just came and talked about their careers that they do for a living. The 3 different careers I went to see were veterinarian, cosmetology, and then just like a registered nurse for babies and women.
You need to get trucks rented as fast as they can.
I think it was definitely useful for me because a lot of the stuff I had no idea about, because as a junior, I haven't really looked into that stuff yet, so it was really useful so I could get to know the skills that I need and stuff that I need for the job. Really thankful that all the people came in and took their time out of their day to come and just explore and explain all the jobs that they do on a regular basis to us. It was really neat.
Thank you to those who took the time to make this event possible. And now, over to sports.
Welcome to the fastest news in sports. I'm Samantha Lunger.
And I'm Sam Garcia. Let's start with boys soccer. The Lakeside Lutheran boys soccer team delivered playoff drama this week in their regional semifinal. Sophomore Dennis Bukta scored his first ever varsity goal with just 20 seconds left to tie Evansville 1-1. Then the Warriors dominated in the shootout thanks to clutch kicks from Jeremiah Kester, Jacob Linnert, Cameron Vogel, and Isaiah Chowdhury, plus 2 huge saves from senior goalie Brady Wolfram. In the regional final, the Warriors battled hard, but fell 1-0 to Edgewood, bringing an end to their season. But well done, Warriors.
Over to the volleyball court. The Warriors also made noise in the postseason. They took down Wilmot in 4 sets, led by freshman Charlotte Larson with 14 kills and sophomore Brianna Daly with 13. Junior Grace Hoppenroth dished out 31 assists, while defensive ace Molly Muchka tallied 18 digs. Their postseason run ended in the regional semifinal against Kettle Moraine Lutheran High School. Congrats on a strong season, Warriors.
Great news! The Lakeside girls cross-country team is heading up to state. Competing in a stacked sectional, the Warriors claimed the runner-up spot behind Kettle Moraine Lutheran High School. Junior Hannon Midding led the way, 6 overall, and freshman Avery Shaw close behind. It's the Lady Warriors' second trip since 2012. The girls race at Wisconsin Rapids this Saturday at 2:25 p.m. God's blessing at state, ladies. And the boys cross-country team brought their season to an end at the Division I sectional competition last Saturday. Seniors Grant Schmid and Owen Jensen led the Warriors and brought their high school cross-country careers to an end with personal best times. Well done, boys.
And that's time.
Have you ever been on a plane before? Many of us have, but have you ever flown one? One student here has. While it might not be as big as the planes you take to get to your vacation spot, flying a plane is still something that takes lots of skill. Grant Schmid tells us more.
So I got into flying, really I was kind of just interested in it. So basically I went to EAA Air Show and I was just kind of interested. They told me, okay, if you want to fly in college, you should probably figure out like if you actually like it or not. So I went to Wisconsin Aviation and did a intro flight. Definitely, if you're thinking about it, go on an intro flight. You do not have to get your private pilot's license, but go on an intro flight in order to see if you actually like it. You have to set up a ground school. So I did my ground school through Sporty's pilot training, which is just the private pilot training course. I did it online so that I could take it at my own pace. Right away you can start flying with your instructor. You'll get assigned an instructor. They'll go through maneuvers, landings, so they'll teach you how to basically do everything. My favorite part is probably just going up and seeing everything, like being able to see for miles and miles around.
Thanks for sharing. Now it's time to see what classroom Gus visited this week.
He's Skylar and he's Gus. It's in the classroom with Gus.
Welcome back. Today, we're stepping into the world of videography, where students are learning how to make music videos.
And how to make noise on purpose.
Those noises, Gus, are called sound effects.
Sound effects? Back in my day, the only sound effect we had was the sound of my tummy rumbling before lunch. We called it thunder.
Well, sound effects are all digital now. Students use video editing software to layer sounds, voices, and music to match their videos.
Why? Whoa, that was loud.
Careful, Gus. These kids work in high definition and high volume.
Oh, that's okay. I love loud music. I mean, they don't call me DJ Old School Gus for nothing.
You heard him. DJ Old School approves.
Hey, Skylar, you know, these kids really are learning something useful, aren't they?
They sure are, Gus. Many people today prefer to watch a video to learn something new. These students are learning a great way to tell stories that are important to them.
Like the story of Jesus.
The most important story of all. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for joining us. This has been In the Classroom
with Gus. You've been rickrolled.
$40,000 in one weekend. Things are crazy at Twice as Nice during October and November as people prepare for Christmas. Volunteer Mrs. Fensky gives us some insight.
Yeah. All right.
Twice as Nice is a resale store that supports Lakeside. People bring lots of different kinds of things in and they resell them for a very reasonable price, and most of the profits go to support Lakeside and the tuition. The most thing I do is cashiering on Saturdays. And I've gone a couple times to help sort clothes in the evenings or on Saturdays, but mostly just the cashiering on Saturdays. And I just want to give back. They see us on Facebook. We've got people come from Whitewater and Janesville, and it's just a lot of fun. And you see a lot of Lakeside people, a lot of alumni, a lot of parents, grandparents. I've never seen a crabby customer. They're just always having a good time, finding good deals, and I love to hear what they're going to do with some of the things that they find. But you know, they buy a lot of things for Lakeside. They help the students with their tuition. It's just a great, friendly place. Volunteers. They're always needing volunteers. The entire store is run by volunteers except for the 2 paid managers. There's a lot of stuff coming in and going out, and they're always needing more people to help. Even just for a couple hours. 3 hours a week is what I give them, and it's really great if you can just give a couple hours to help then. It's phenomenal that they make that much money with as low prices things are, with, you know, the average of $1 or $2 an item, and to sell that much is pretty incredible. The all-time record was hit on, I believe it was October 6th, the first day they opened Christmas, and it was over $10,000 in sales. And since then we've had those 2 Saturdays over 8,000, so it's just incredible.
From teens to grandparents, Twice as Nice could use your help. Volunteering is fun experience and benefits Lakeside in the process. Call them today. And now it's teacher time.
Teacher time, teacher time, teacher time with Molly Kalma.
What's a Spanish teacher's favorite type of music? Salsa. This week on Teacher Time, we welcome the new Spanish teacher, Mr. Schreiber.
What do you want to know, Molly?
What are your must-have smartphone apps?
Facebook, and I gotta go with Google. I gotta be able to access Google right away to ask it all the questions.
What is the funniest mistake you've made while speaking Spanish?
The funniest mistake I've heard, how about that? See, you kind of have to know a little bit of Spanish. So the word for waiter in Spanish is camarero. The word for shrimp in Spanish are camarones. And so she was trying to say that she very much liked the shrimp, but she accidentally said that she really liked los camareros, the waiters.
What is the craziest thing you've ever seen at Twice as Nice?
I think the mounted rattlesnake, or maybe recently the mounted fox. Lots of old taxidermy comes in, which is pretty neat.
How many times have you broken your arms and what can you do with them now?
Oh, that's very specific. So my right arm I have broken 3 times, and thanks to my brother, you can say. And my left arm I've broken twice, and so a grand total of 5. And because of that, my arms they don't have pins in them, but they've been close to needing pins, and they are extremely flexible and bendy, so I can hyperextend them.
How long have you been teaching Spanish?
I've been a teacher this is my 20th year, and all 20 years in some regard I've taught Spanish, always at the elementary school level, but now at the high school level.
And now for the speed round. Favorite Spanish word?
Refrescos.
Can you actually count money midair?
Yes.
How is Juan the only fish still alive?
Is the only fish that has an accurate set or a good set of gills.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Favorite sport?
Volleyball.
If 2 vegetarians fight, is it still considered beef?
Most definitely.
We recently talked about how the play was gearing up for their big performances this past Friday and Saturday. Federation grade schoolers got to enjoy the play on Friday, and friends and families came to see it on Saturday. Jackson Gleasing tells us more about these exciting performances.
Sweet grapes, why would I want to charge you anything when...
This show was Aesop's Oslo Slightly Updated Fables. You got to see different stories, but the stories almost felt connected. And the audience was able to participate with some of them answering questions. We got them standing up and acting with us at times. It was a lot of fun. While we were rehearsing, we didn't get many opportunities to experience an audience like almost cutting us off because of laughter or cheering. So it was just really fulfilling when all those people just started cheering, or every time they laughed at a joke. It made that 7 weeks of work just feel really fulfilled. Children's theater, your acting almost feels a little over the top until you get to the actual acting with the kids, and you're like, that's why. Because you get to see all their reactions. Real acting it's almost more subtle at times, but with our in the round acting and acting with the kids, it was every movement you did, every facial expression you had, over the top, and it was fun to just let loose. When we had finally set up all the staging and we actually saw like, okay, this is what we're working with, it was like, how are we gonna truly show love to every side of the audience? And then we started doing it in front of the audiences. We were like, wow, this is a lot easier than we thought, and it was just a lot of fun. And like to know that no matter where you were facing, there was someone there who could look back at you. Every single thing you did mattered in a different way to someone.
Great job making the play a memorable experience for those who attended. Now it's time for Federation Flyby.
This week on Federation Flyby, our story comes from Trinity St. Luke's in Watertown, where they held a social studies fair at the upper grade campus. Students from 3K through 8th grade took part, filling the school with projects for family and friends to explore. The youngest students worked together on class projects, while older students chose individual topics covering everything from U.S. and world history to geography and government. Third graders created impressively accurate presidential figures using 2-liter bottles, and the 4th grade class showcased their geography knowledge with colorful maps made from recycled materials and even candy. In the upper grades, students added presentations to their work. 5th and 6th graders became part of the lesson themselves, dressing as historical figures and forming a living history wax museum, where they answered questions and shared their knowledge with visitors. The event was a blessing for families, friends, and the students of TSL alike as they shared and learned about God's providence and grace throughout time and history. Thanks to TSL for sharing your story.
Now you're in the loop. I'm Kayla Bolt.
And I'm Natalie Pop. Before we close, the Loop will be taking the next week off. But don't worry, we'll be back in the following week with lots of new exciting stories to share. Thanks for watching, and God bless.